What's good, YouTube? I got a couple things to express, if you will. So, I don't make like two videos, but I got a copyright on one, and the other one was like distorted in the sound. I just had to rearrange my mic and everything like that. So that's why you haven't been seeing any videos recently. And also, man, I'm not a YouTuber. Like, I don't have to sit here and make 4 or 5 videos in a week, you know? And if I do make a video, I'm gonna try to get paid off of it. My last video, it wasn't monetized. They said that there was some violence in it. All I saw was a lady get out of a car with a gun, walk to a lady, pointed at her, and then walk back to her car. That's all I saw. I ain't really see no violence, but hey, I give YouTube that one. But for the most part, I ain't really practicing on making videos that I'm not getting monetized on. So, I'm like, yo, I made a video, it didn't get monetized. I'm done. You know, until I find some inspiration to make another one. Which so happens I have found that inspiration. So probably about 20 minutes ago, because this is like my second time making this video, because the first time the volume was messed up. So I'm gonna give it like a 10 minute lapse time. So about 20 minutes ago now, I just found out that Los Angeles is implementing a and basically you need this to do any social setting. Go to a bar, go to a gym. I don't know. When I found that news out, I also figured out that damn, New York already implemented that. Matter of fact, they started doing that on the same day as uh the Versus concert, which had me thinking like, damn, everybody that was in there was vaccinated. Oh. I was like, damn, they really wanted to see them niggas that bad that they went and took the damn shot just to go see some niggas rap when they could have just paid for it, on Versus or whatever site that it was on, and you could have watched it live, or you could have just jumped on somebody's YouTube channel like I did and just watched it for free. And I'm like, I saw Fat Joe in there. I'm like, damn, Fat Joe, you got vaccinated just to get in that bitch? But anyway, I'm noticing a couple things. I made a video on unemployment. I had noticed that 2 states had stopped doing unemployment. And I made a video about it saying how all the other states was going to fall in line. Now, the video didn't do too well, so I deleted it. Plus, I wasn't getting paid off of it. It wasn't a monetized video for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm feeling them same type vibes right now. They got the main city in the west and one of the main cities in the east already implementing this thing. The only thing else for every other state to do is fall in line. I mean, hey, that's why y'all voted for them people to be in office anyway, right? So they can keep the agenda going. You dummies. Voting is the stupidest thing you could ever do. Look here, man. If you got politicians, if you got celebrities, and you got rappers all on the same accord, that's an agenda. What are the 3 things all 3 of these motherfuckers are pushing right now? Voting and Oh yeah, and don't talk about gay people. You talk about gay people, it's a rap for you. It's a rap. I got people working on my house, so I'm trying to see if this is them rolling up right now. I'm seeing some bad shit happen, and it's mostly for people that's in the cities. It's mostly for the people that's in the cities because that's where it's going to hit the hardest, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who's going to feel it the worst. I'm not going to feel it until y'all already done felt it. You know, and then I'm gonna learn from y'all, and I'm gonna come about my next thought process of what I was gonna do next. But I'm gonna already see it happen to y'all before it happens to me. I'm all the way in the mountains where ain't nothing but patriots around me. I ain't worried about none of that shit popping off out here. I beat on heard it. That's another thing, man. I seen the gangsters of gangsters in the city. I mean, some gangsters, real life. But as soon as the people pull up, they putting their hands behind their back. They well, putting their head up in there and they fitting inside that little tight space in the back seat. And the only thing they thinking about is who they gonna call in canteen. So don't be telling me about what y'all gonna do once some people knock on y'all door. Y'all can have 20 guns in that motherfucker. Y'all don't wanna go to jail. What you think is gonna happen? You think you just gonna shoot the motherfuckers and they gonna go away? This is what's gonna happen. They gonna knock on the door. Your best advice would be to not answer the door. But let's say you just one of them gullible type motherfuckers. So you go open the door. They gonna try to get you with that V shot. Have you been vaccinated? You tell them no. If you don't get vaccinated right then, you're gonna get detained. And you're gonna take it. That's tough. That's tough. Or you could be like Rambo. You can actually say you gonna do what you say you gonna do. CDC knock on that door and boo boo boo. Now you on the news. Now you on the news. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's not too many ways you gonna be able to get around that if you live in the city. It's gonna be, man, you can't get a job. You can't be working unless you got the thing. That's why I feel like stimmies is coming back. But they gonna be longer. Wasn't we just like $22 trillion in debt? And then they went and printed up 3.5 trillion more? What that tell you, bro? They control the narrative. They make you think something, but the whole time it's really whatever the fuck they want it to be. The more TV you watch, the more programmed you are. Because that means the more you're watching the narrative. Because they control the narrative. Why does everybody keep walking in front of my damn house? Excuse me right quick. I thought that was people working on my room. That's my lawn people. My fault. That's the people out there working on the lawn right now. All right, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's gonna be hella worse for y'all in the city, man. Hella worse. My suggestion to y'all is get out of the city as fast as possible. Find your nearest rural area, but see, y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all not used to living within y'all means. Y'all not look, especially black people, and I got the same problem, bro. I'm all the way out here in the mountains and I'm still trying to be the flyest nigga walking around Montana. When I ain't even gotta be, bro. I can wear the same clothes for a month straight and nobody would notice out here. Nobody. Because fashion is not a thing out here. But I'm trying to make it a thing. Because it's just something that being a city guy, I have been so accustomed to doing. Which in reality ain't doing nothing but wasting freaking money. So when I tell a city guy to go move where ain't shit at, oh, I can't do that. I be telling people all the time, half of the battle is won in your head. If you already telling yourself you can't do something before you even attempted to do it, ain't no need to even try to do it, man. Cause you already lost in your head. You already lost in your head. I'm all natural with the dreads, by the way, man. I all natural. Like, you gotta at least think you can achieve this shit first. I ain't never been to Montana. I ain't never lived in the mountains. But what I did know was I was tired of the city. If I stayed out there, I wasn't going to be either free because the police was going to try to get me, or a nigga was going to tell on me, or a nigga was going to try to rob me. I was doing too much. I had to get away from everything. Never been to the mountains, but I knew that I could live in the mountains. Why? Because I don't live everywhere else. I don't lived in a whole damn desert. I don't lived in the South. I don't lived in Maine, in the cold ass Maine. I don't live in cold ass Virginia. Like, bro, the fuck? The fuck is a mountain? I already did a winter out here. I'm good. I'm straight. I like it out here. I can't tell the next man to do that shit. That I can't do that. Mm-mm. Nah. A nigga can give you the best advice in the world, man. You gonna come up with as many ways as why you can't do it. Look, man, if you living in the city, man, you gonna have some big decisions to make real soon too. I give y'all before December. Before December, man, shit gonna be jumping off in a whole lot of states. I'm talking like the Houstons and the Atlantas and the Jacksonvilles and the Orlandos. I'm talking all that shit over there. Man, yeah. If you live in a major city, it's gonna be implemented pretty quickly. Why? Think about it, man. Major cities, majority majority black people in them. And it's not even a black and a white thing. Not when it comes to this. They want control of everybody when it comes to this, man. I'm out here in Montana and I was at a bar and a gentleman told me, and I hate to specify white, but he was a white gentleman. But to me, people are people. You know what I'm saying? And I be so tired of having to specify color. That shit is retarded. I can't tell you how many people got on my neck for calling Hassan Campbell a mutt, and somehow they brought that to me calling Puerto Ricans and Dominicans mutts. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? A mutt is somebody who is mixed race. I don't care what the race is. If you got more than one race in you, you a mutt. Who the fuck knows? I might be a mutt. But for what I know, from what I did the research on, I am all the way And I don't even like to say African American. Nigga, I ain't never been to Africa. Nigga, you ain't never been to Africa. See, that's that whole controlling the narrative thing. You gotta ask yourself, what's an African? Look up what an African is. Do you even spell it right? Or do you spell it the way they told you to spell it? Like, man, look, man, being up here in these mountains, man, this thing right here, my pineal gland, boy, that thing is flaring up. It's flaring up. You can't get shit by me, bro. You can't get shit by me. You can't get shit by me. I'm picking up on everything all the time. And I love it. My mind's not clouded. I'm not over here underneath trying to control my thought process. Now, yeah, I got Wi-Fi in the house. So, yeah, I'm still getting a few little trinkles of shits from here to there. I get headaches every once in a while from staring at the TV too long, from playing the PS5 for too long. I mean, shit still happens, but I don't get it as much as I used to when I was in the city. And I'm not getting it as frequent as I'm getting it. And as with the abundance that I was getting as I was when I was in the city. I say all that to say, man, I mean, you already know living in the country naturally should be better for you anyway. Living in a natural, serene setting and beauty naturally would be better for you. Natural. So when somebody tells you to do something that's natural, why is it so hard? Because you're so used to not doing natural things. Why? Because you have been ordained to do what they told you to do. Work. Okay. Work. Nah. Work by the hour. Why am I working by the hour? Who the fuck implemented working by the hour? Why they didn't implement getting paid by the minute? Why wasn't that something? Why you can't get paid by the minute? Why it gotta be an hour until you get paid? Why after you get paid, why after you work your 2 weeks or your first week, you gotta have a week in a hole? Why you can't just get paid once you work the hours that you gonna work? These are all questions that I want to ask my damn self. Somebody tell me something. I got some more pressing things to do today. So I'm not gonna stay on YouTube too long and keep ranting and raving. All I know is one thing, man. Y'all boys in the city, y'all ain't trying to go to jail and y'all ain't trying to be on the news. And you're not trying to get them shots. So what is the reasonable thing for y'all to do? That's the question I got for y'all. What are y'all gonna do out there in that city? Somebody give me some feedback. When them people knock on your door with 2, 3 police officers behind them, what are you going to do? Be safe, be blessed, and practice self-preservation, man.